To draw today's creature, we're going to need paper, a pencil and an eraser, and something to color with. The first step is to draw the body. For my creature, I'm going to use the body of a tiger with the neck of a giraffe. And I'm going to keep the back legs for the tiger as well. When you're picking animals, try to think about what kind of creature you're creating. If he's funny or scary, those are going to help you decide what kind of animals you want to use for this drawing. I decided to make my creature entirely out of endangered species, just because I thought that would make it a little bit more challenging. Because the body of a tiger looks a lot like other big cats, I'm also going to keep the tiger pattern on the body as well. Wow, it's starting to look pretty strange now. Well, the next step is to add a head. And I'm going to add the head of a panda. Remember, if you have trouble drawing something, try to break it down into its simplest shapes. A panda head is just a circle, and then I add another small circle down at the bottom for the mouth, and 2 more circles for the ears. So it turns out being just a bunch of circles. Next, we need to add some limbs. I say limbs because not all animals have legs. Sometimes they have flippers or fins or tentacles. For my creature, I'm going to add gorilla arms in the front, and I already have some tiger legs in the back. To finish out our creature, we're just going to add as many details as we want to until we feel it's complete. So now I'm going to add a few more details to include a few more endangered species. I have a lion's mane, and I'm going to add some elephant tusks. I thought a little bit about adding an elephant's trunk, but I was afraid that that would obscure the panda head and we wouldn't be able to tell what it was anymore. Plus, elephant tusks is a little bit more unique of a choice, a little more unexpected. And I'm also going to add the tail of a gray wolf. I like the shape of the tail because it starts out thin and then it gets thicker as I get to the end. Now that this strange beast is complete, it's time to add the background. I'm going to try to add a background that's interesting but simple because I want the creature to be the star of the artwork. So we're going to put a horizon line and a few mountains and a couple of clouds in the sky. We'll add a few more rock formations just to create the illusion of space. We'll have a few in the background, a few in the middle, and a few in the front. Before I start coloring it, I'm going to outline everything in black. That allows me to erase a lot of the extra pencil lines that I put in while I was sketching. Those lines don't usually look very good when you color over them in marker, so erasing them is a lot better of a choice. And now it's time to color. Kind of have an idea of what I want to do with the colors before I start, and I'm trying to pick colors in groups that look nice together. So I've got a few reds for the sky, and then a few blues for the ground. I picked about 4 or 5 of them so that I can differentiate the different rock formations when they're overlapping. For the creature, I want to do something completely different. Because the background is so colorful and saturated, I want to do something more subdued for the creature. That's going to make him stand out because the background is so bright and he is not bright. And that contrast is going to help the animal to pop out from the background. Now, I don't want him to be completely boring though, so I am going to add a few orange highlights within all those dull colors just to make it look more interesting. And here's our final drawing. I think the colors successfully made the figure pop out from the background. He's really easy to see. I think if I was going to do a little bit more to it, I probably would work with the values a little more. Maybe add some really dark shadows or even some highlights just to make it look more realistic and three-dimensional. So I hope you liked the way that your creature turned out, and I will see you next time. Bye.